Overdosing on cocaine. Can overdose on cocaine. It's a common thing that a lot of people think that you cannot overdose on cocaine. The first sign that I experienced when I would OD on coke is I would start vomiting. My body was like rejecting it, and next thing you know, I'm throwing up. A lot of times I'd be throwing up alcohol. I'd be throwing up whatever I was drinking at the time, because I would drink stuff to help offset the dry mouth and the cotton mouth I would get. Another big sign was I was delirious as fuck, man. I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't like I was in a reality. I was very lightheaded and just could not gather thoughts around at all. I could feel my vision going in and out. You could feel your heart rate just racing through the roof. And just because you're ODing on something doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to die. And OD signs for everybody are a little bit differently. And it's even more common now for people to OD on cocaine through fentanyl being cut into it. And that's one of the scariest things is people who are stimulant addicts, we don't have tolerances to opiates. It's a whole different substance and how it affects us. We don't have a tolerance. We have a dopamine tolerance though. So if you're treating an OD, you have to know what essentially now you're ODing on, if it's something that needs Narcan or what it's going to take to actually get you out of that OD. And that's one of the dangerous sides of it and why so many people are dying from ODs now. And it's scary. That's the reality of addiction. I got sober 7/25 at 17, man. Find what works for you. Download Sunflower Sober. Start tracking your days. That's one of the things that worked for me, was tracking each day that I was sober. Find an app that works. Tell everybody you're an addict and start finding your way. Talk to people. You're going to find out that everybody has gotten sober different ways that you start meeting, whether it's NA, AA, inpatient treatment, outpatient treatment, therapy, therapist, medication, whatever it might be. Find what works for you, because ultimately you're the one that matters.